Alright. Yeah, it sounded like he brought the nose home. Alright. Yeah, I got bring the nose home. So, hey, Gloomwoman, Shark, Doge. Running nose. No, that's just, okay, you know what? Maybe I am. Maybe I did have a. Maybe I came up with like a bit of a flu. Oh no. But, but yeah, I made that noise all the time whenever I stream. Like it's I think it just sort of become like a running gag at this point. Like Jake and his like nose like his nose sounds. So yeah, but actually, as a matter of fact, I have a bit of like a little sore throat. I mean, just a little bit. I have like I have this sort of like lozenges beside me, but yeah. So, well, it's only been a week, and I'm actually like just suddenly I'm just nervous now. Like that sort of like that streamer mode is like gone now. Like I there's a lot of things I just like forgot how to do. Like I forgot I had to share this to Twitter. I had to set this all up, but yeah, I'm here. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back from like my week-long trip, like week-long family trip. I think last stream was I think it was like last Tuesday or yeah, last stream until like last Tuesday, I believe. I don't even remember when. But as far as Twitch goes, I you know, yeah, as far as Twitch goes, I'm actually sort of like a bit more comfortable right now. So I just sort of knew that. Actually, not gonna lie, I'm actually sort of a little bit like hesitant. Like, okay, what if you guys forgot about me when I came back and it's just like no one in the chat, even though this is like a chatting stream, but seeing you guys like just makes me like I like it makes me relieved, like a little bit relieved, like see you guys here in the chat. So yeah, I'm back, like I said. So I guess supposedly this is a Friday, if I believe. Yes, this is a Friday. So supposedly it should be a Warframe stream tonight, but I just I just want to talk about like my vacation, my holiday trip to with my family, which okay, I think I have mentioned it before. What do you mean? I'm waiting for you to I mean people are saying, oh Shang, thank you so much. But yeah, so this is I think maybe I didn't mention on stream, but how could I have just forgot about you? Oh, Turtle Cabbage. You know, Turtle Cab, just speaking of, I have something for you, but just for my trip. So, okay, let's just sort of like a little bit of recap. So, I think maybe I did mention, or maybe I did not. I think in passing, I have mentioned, but I'm just gonna bring it up again. So, for the last week, I had a little family vacation to China, more specifically Guangzhou, China. And here, I have like like plenty of like pictures, like with me, here just to like showcase, like one by one. And yeah, so yeah, this is just like how I organize. So this is actually organized by date. So it's in a way all these photos are taken in order. So okay, I'm just gonna start with like so my trip is it's actually a 5 day trip. I mean technically it's 5 days, but first day and fifth day, okay, first day is actually like in a flight, so I'm not sure if that counts. So it's a morning flight, but and okay, I don't fly a lot, but this is like this I think this is like overall this is my third time flying to like another country, and it's actually the second time I've flown to China. My first trip is actually also to China, but that for that one, okay, that's like a long time ago. That's like okay, I believe it's like 2008, like '08, I believe. Yeah, it is long time ago. Like, I'm still in elementary back then. I'm sure, is it '04 or '08? I really don't remember. My mom even like sort of like dug out like my old passport. Just see, it's like, yeah, look at this, this is your baby face passport. And my second flight is to Japan, Tokyo, which I don't have much photo. Like, it's already like archived in my hard drive somewhere. I already had it archived in a hard drive. So now third time back to China again, but this time it's to Guangzhou, and so I think this one is mostly just a lot of just shopping and eating, cause and I think this and for me this is actually the first time. Yep, sick to the bone. Yeah, probably, you know. But then again, I went to China and I came back and I'm a little sick. Coincidence? I think not. But yeah, and okay, I didn't really I think I didn't like put this up like here. Um but for my first flight, but this is the first time I was flying like with my entire family. So, like my first time when I was flying, it's to Shanghai. It was me, my mom, and my sister, and it's my second flight was me, my sister, and my brother-in-law. And but this time is the whole family plus my nephew. So for the first time, so yeah, that little shit, not even 1 year old, he he gets to fly. Not even 1 year old. Like holy shit. Yeah, don't tell me this dude is a patient to the new nose flyer. Oh my oh my god, Doge. I think he is. But anyway, so actually, I also wanted to say it. I think I haven't brought this up. I think this is the first time bringing this up. My first flight It's actually the first time I actually get to fly. It was delayed by a full 3 hours. No, I'm not kidding you. The first time I was like I fly, it was like delayed. My flight was delayed by 3 hours, but this time around, it actually is sort of like I feel like sort of like history is repeating itself again. Like it's like I'm flying to. It's like I have like what this the first time I was flying to China, my flight was delayed. This is the second time I was flying to China, and it's like my flight is delayed again. I was like, holy shit, what the hell? Whoa, 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 whoa. Like now think about it, it's like wait, this is the second time. It's like if I have a nickel for every time where I specifically fly to China and my flight got delayed, I'd have 2 nickels, but it's a strict. But it is just the fact that it happens twice. Cause my second flight to Japan, it was never delayed. It was on time. So now that I just want to think I've just thought about it, it's that just makes me like fruit for thoughts. Yeah, in a way, fruit for thoughts. But so here are the pictures. So this is actually sort of like a mix of pictures from like so some of this is like taken from my phone and some of it from my DSLR camera. I have a DSLR camera. I'm not flexing, but it is what it is. I had it for quite a while. I've had it for quite a while, actually. And some of this is also like a WhatsApp photo from my mom. Like we have like a family WhatsApp group. China has something with you. I don't know. Maybe all the years of just dissing China. Maybe you're onto something here. Like and I think I have mentioned this. This is a trip that I did not want to go to. Like so the story is like long story short. When my sister was booking a flight, I think it was like what earlier, like a few months back. I think it's March, somewhere in March. My sister already booked the ticket. So as she was sort of like booking, she asked the whole family, it's like, oh yeah, you want to like fly to China, like everyone. So I think I was upstairs, just like doing like whatever, just sort of in between like prepping my stream, and also like making my cosplay. So my sister did ask me if I want to fly with them, but I didn't hear it. So she actually asked my mom to go upstairs and just like tell me like, oh yeah, this October, yeah, you went there. Any chance you saw those biohazard signs? You did not see any totally not a zombie virus lab places. I did not see any, thankfully. I mean, I did not see. At least I didn't see like some sort of like umbrella sign or like something like this. Yeah, I'm just gonna say. At least I didn't see this sign everywhere. I didn't see this company anywhere, so I'm good. Cause actually, if anything, like biohazard sign on the list of your what is this is the one you need to worry about. But yeah, so I okay, where was I again? Like yeah, I think I was just sort of mentioning my mom had to like came upstairs asked me like actually like asked me like hey yo okay like you wanna go to Guangzhou like your sister booking tickets like and I said no, okay, I said no. So my mom like okay no okay fine my mom she went downstairs just about tell my sister, but then my sister said oh oops I already booked the ticket, like me included. Yeah, imagine enter China subway and you heard fetch me the assault. No, that's what I would say. Uh, yeah, something along with let me just get my drink. Yeah, I'm good. Staging will be watched by the Chinese government. Actually, I do have that feeling that yeah, let's just say I've like again I diss China a lot, like a lot, like off like stream while just like chatting with my friends. So And just given I'm just gonna go there, I'm just sort of like, I mean, that's also one of the reasons that I don't want to go because I just this China and I just fear that I fly there like the moment I enter the immigration, it's like, hey you, right there, stop right there. Yeah, yeah, enter the subway. Fetch me their soul. Yeah, you did not met with a weird glowing red eye guy in a black trunk. You could say got a selection of good things for sale, stranger. Actually, you know what? Put a pin on that. I'll come back to that later. Cause holy shit, like literally, like this is something I have a story like literally the moment I step foot in China, right? So I mean, just like I'm just go back to the flight to China, and also can I just say this is also another weird thing that just sort of happened with me. So my flight number was okay. I'm just gonna go check. My passport should be somewhere like around. Like this is actually one thing that I find it strange. So my flight there, my flight like going there was so I was flying this one under Malaysia Airlines. So my first flight, right? It should be like this, MHO 376. So yeah, MH376. So one thing that I just sort of like a bit confused, right? So so I was showing a flight aware. So let me just see. You can. Okay, so this is one thing that I was like a little bit confused. So when I was flying, right? Supposedly, according to this like aircraft details, I should be flying in an Airbus, and yeah. If you ever disappear, I think all of us know like who took you. Oh no, the like I don't know something equivalent to like a black Volga. I believe like the car is a Volga, right? What is it? Yeah, something like this. I was taken away with in one of these cars. But so this is one thing that I was a little bit confused about, like, cause like my flight again here the aircraft it say the aircraft type is an Airbus 330, but when I was there on my flight, Jake will be turned into a bone meal. Like, yeah, I think I was used to boil like what, what is it? I think in Cantonese we call it like chi kwa zong, like pig bone. Yeah, what is it? We call it like a pig bone porridge. But so yeah, this is like my flight, and then like I just sort of pointed out, right? The flight say it's an Airbus, but then when I actually got there, my plane is a Boeing. Boeing. And this is, I think this is the Max variant. I don't know much about aircraft. This mostly came from like my friend. So, yeah, it's actually one of these Boeing 373 Max. So that's like and that's how I know like me and my friend know like it's a 737 Max 8. It's the wing. Like, it actually has a split tip on like on a wing. So that's like what I'm confused about. Like, wait, I should be flying in an Airbus. So why, I don't know, why is it a Boeing? Like, that's like one thing I'm just so confused. And I will say, I believe this is the plane that actually has a lot of problems, like a lot of like quality issues. So that's why when I just saw the plane, it's like, oh no, we are off to like a good start. So like first, my flight was delayed, and I see this one, it's like, oh snap. I believe this is the one that actually has a lot of like problem. Like, yeah, this is like the one that has like a lot of issues, and if I'm not wrong, right, I think this is also the same plane where I think few days back before I was like before my flight, right? There is actually like an incident with like a Malaysia airline where I think there's something I think it's something happened with like the cabin. I think it has something to do with like the cabin pressure where the oxygen mask has to be dropped. So that's why when I see that the plane is like, oh, this is the plane I'm gonna fly on. Yeah, crap. Which, by the way, and also I just noticed my flight going there is 376. My flight returning is a 377. Like it's MH376, and then returning is MH377. Holy shit! Why I didn't even notice like this little thing there. But yeah, but that was my flight, and now to like the whole like got a selection of good things for sale like stranger. literally the moment like I like on arrival like touchdown, like me and my family we collected our luggage, like we collected our suitcases, we went out, right? Immediately in the airport, like there's like okay no okay, I'm not sure if this is like a thing anywhere else, but while I was there, right? So basically, there's like a bunch of guys waiting there that's just sort of like waiting for people like to arrive. And what they do is like they're basically sort of like a salesman there, and they'll basically walk to you like they're just gonna like introduce you to like, oh yeah, hey, I'm actually I'm actually a driver or maybe like a car rental services, yada yada yada. And literally we just exited the arrival and everything, like just like out there, like in the airport. Immediately one of them already like came to like my family and just start up, like just basically start I don't know what's the word, I don't know what's the word for it, like start peddling us like his service on like rental cars and whatnot, like immediately, like without a bit. And of course, my sister, we all sort of like agree that yeah, we're not like needing your service. And these guys say, oh hey, I actually have these services, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, you came with a whole family, right? Oh, I can have a services for you. Like you can rent like an entire like a whole ass minivan for you. But no, we just call like sort of like the Chinese version of Uber. I forgot what it's called, but I'm just gonna you know what? When I say Uber, right? Technically, it's not an Uber. It's just like a Chinese version of Uber. I just forgot what it's called, so I'm just gonna use like a catch-all term, which is an Uber. So my sister said, you know what, screw it. We just call an Uber, and I have two sisters. They'll both like call like their own separate Uber, and then I'll have to like split up with like maybe for one of my sisters, she'll go with my dad, and then for me, I'll follow my other sister and my mom and her nephew, and and my nephew. So yeah, oh, I should get the flu medicine like later. Like immediately, there's just this guy just start peddling his services on like a rental car, and I'm just gonna chances are these are like just sort of like a scam. Like, even though this guy just say, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna give you like a nice discount. Like this is just for me a discount, a nice discount just for you guys because like there's like a lot of you. I can give you like like by head count you can get like a better prices. I'm gonna say chances are they're just bullshitting you. Yeah, they try to pickpocket. That's kind of normal in airports. They're not pickpockets. I think they're just sort of like a service peddler, which I think more often than not, they're just trying to like scam tourists of like their money. And of course, we didn't fall for that. And here's literally what I witnessed. Some of like the airport, I mean, there are like cops in the airport. They will, like, I saw them like, the cops like going out, just start shouting at them and just start chasing those guys away. And they just start chasing those guys. And I just watched them like running away. Like, holy shit. And that's how I know, I was like, oh yeah. And again, because if it's like a legitimate business, right? Why would the police chase you down? And why would, And why would these people be running? So like yeah, literally first day. Like that's what we saw. And also another thing I noticed, like the moment I step foot outside the airport, right? Like holy shit, man. Okay, I don't think I have a good picture here, but like that's like my arrival. I have a good picture, like that's like after the like on my flight back home. So okay, you just sort of look at like a distance here. Like you look at the sky. Cause okay, there's just sort of like a little like gag where yeah, like there's a like what they say in China, the skies don't lie. Because holy shit, when I arrived there, the air quality is like bad. Like it's just haze. Like I arrived on like I think by the time it's an afternoon. So you could maybe say it's just like a foggy sky, it's just like a morning sun. No, this is afternoon. Like it's not raining and stuff. And I can even just smell it right off, like like this like the moment I step out there, I can just smell it. It's like, oh my god, dude, air quality here is like bad. And again, like I said, you can't see the fucking sky, man. Like yeah, like literally the skies don't like you see the sky, it's just like all hazy and stuff. But at least that's like the airport area there. So and yeah, but that's sort of like my first impression on like my arrival to China. And also, can I just say another thing? That day, I did not sleep at all. Cause so the way we goes here, like the way it goes for us, right? It's so I'm just gonna bring up the calendar here. So okay, so I think it is you might know, right? I streamed for like 1 week straight until like 28, and then uh so 29 is my train to like Kuala Lumpur, which is like yeah, my I took my flight at KLIA. So that's like my train. And from my train I arrived there, right? It's like what? 5 it's already like 5 p.m. because my train is like 3 p.m. I believe. Actually, not even 3 p.m. It's like 4. It's almost 4 p.m. when I got like my train. So when I arrived there, it's almost like what 6 o'clock. And then after that, right, like from there, I have to like take sort of like their train services. Here we call it like the LRT, like our own subway system. So I have to like from there take another ride, like basically a huge round to my sister's place. And then from there, like, I went to my sister's place. We have like like I'm just gonna sit there for a night. We're supposed to wake up on like at 5 a.m. But by the time I arrive at my sister's place, it's like 9:10, and even then I still have to like take out my bag, and then we have to like still sort our like suitcases first. Because for me, right, I actually have my parents like pack up some of my like my sleeping clothes. I took it there, and then I bring a separate set of clothes, and then we still have to like sort it back out there. So by the time I got to sleep, it's like it's like 12, and I can't sleep at all. Like 5 hours, like pretty much like just like like either I'm raw dogging it, or I'm just like waking up, going to the toilet, or grabbing like a drink, because I can't sleep at all. So by the time by the time I finally I finally able to get a wink of sleep, it's only like what 10 minutes sleep. Like everyone has to wake up. Like we gotta go to KLIA. But holy shit, 30 minutes just talking about like the day on the flight. So okay, this one I believe I don't have a picture here like anywhere, but on my first day, right, like first day, like arrival day, so we actually go to this like a hot pot place. I forgot there's like this hot pot chain. Um, okay, it's not Haidi Lao. It's a different hot pot chain. It's definitely not this one. I forgot what it's called. But holy shit, we just eat a lot there. Yeah, welcome back, brother. Hey, Zekro and Rios, welcome back, dude. My man. But yeah, so that's like we just had like hot pot, and yeah, I think this is pretty much like a running theme here. Okay, you're gonna hear this place a lot. So there's actually this place called, okay, now when I say, right, I my flight is to Guangzhou, right? We are in Guangzhou the whole time, but there is this place in Guangzhou that's called Beijing Road. I'm just gonna like show it to you here. So it's not Beijing, it's Beijing Road. Yeah, so it's, which by the way it's different, and also I think it's this one. This is the place we had like our dinner on like our first day, our first night there. Uh, so I think maybe we can actually get like a better photo like here. But yeah, I think maybe this is the one. I remember it has a red it has a red like a red signboard. I forgot what it's called, like the shop. Bought there, good food there. You know what? I mean, I believe there could be good food there, but I'm just gonna say I don't really trust the street food there. Like no cap, I don't trust the street food in China. But yeah, this is where we went to. This place, Beijing Road. Um, Hold on, let me just. Oh my god, my nose is stuffed. Yeah, I really should get a flu medicine. But that's just sort of like fast forward to us in like our what is the second day? Hold on, let me just wipe the floor real quick. I spilled some water to the floor. Yeah, I overfilled my cup a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you like the first photo I took when I was there, which is this. So the place we were staying, right? So this is the place. Okay, not the place we were staying, but the view from the place I was staying. So this is sort of like again the view. So this is morning. Holy shit! Though this is from my phone, by the way, which I'm actually quite impressed by the amount of details that's captured here. Like pretty decent detail. You know, I mean, there's like a bit of compression there, but this is the view we have like from our place. And by the way, I mean this stretch of road here, it's going to like matter a lot because yeah, Jigsaw is slowly turning into an infected or bioweapon. Yeah, anti-Charles virus, man. Oh my god, you guys. Hey, Leah. Hey, welcome to the stream. So, yeah, but yeah, this is the view from my place. It looks kind of okay. Place look like this from outside, which, again, I'm gonna say, I kind of like the look of this. Like, this is just sort of like a very, I mean, it has a sort of like the nostalgic look to it. Like it's just like like an old street and old buildings, and there's sort of like still like a bit of contrast with like modern cars, like a lot there. Which speaking of cars, right? I've actually seen a lot of cars that I've never seen before. Like, cause okay, even like cars that I have like you can't find in Malaysia, I still know what kind of it. Like, yeah, downtown Chinese movie, right, right. So, but this way it looks depressing, but it also looks like our southern city, which I mean, I wouldn't say depressing really. I think this looks more something about like you know what this gives me like it sort of tells a little story in a way because you look at this kind of place like I think because I think if you've seen like a lot of photos when at least like the like most photos that China promotes like it's always like the shining like the skyscraper and everything and stuff, right? Like that's like what you see when it like see when it comes to like China, like the images you see. But here, like you don't. I'm just gonna say, these chances are they don't gonna like you see like they're not gonna like promote this sort of like view like to you guys like a lot. Cause I don't know what like is it because for me this view in a sense like this sort of like buildings like old building it sort of tells like a little story of its own like like something of like like a wave like I say depressing because I lived in that kind of place before. I mean like dude I mean if you my town sort of looks like this just less crowded. Like the building is not as packed, but my town it more or less look kind of like this. Like the vibe, at least the vibes that it gives. So, but this actually gives me like again the story it just sort of tells is. I mean, just imagine right, like we think of China, you always see like the big shiny skyscraper and stuff, just a dying city. But for me here, this looks like, like maybe away from the lights and glamour, right? Here, this looks like the kind of place where like you just see people try to make an honest living. Like this is the kind of place that you expect, right? Like the kind of people who would set up shop here and just try to make an honest living. Like that's what I feel. Like that's the kind of story like this place tells. I mean, old dying CW could say that, which I mean still though. But when it comes to cars, right? I mean, it's just sort of say there's a lot of cars that I haven't seen at all, and I'm just gonna tell this guy. You know Xiaomi, like the phone brand. Hometown looks like it, but just way smaller. Actually, the same. My hometown looks like this as well. I wouldn't say smaller. I think it's more like a lot more trees. Like my hometown, basically the town I'm staying in right now. It also looks like this, but just with a lot more trees. I'm not gonna say where exactly I'm staying. All I'm just gonna say is right. My town looks like this, but a lot more trees instead of buildings. Yeah, I mean this is why the Singaporeans like to say we are jungle Asians. But anyway, so you know Xiaomi the phone, right? Do you know Xiaomi has a car? This. And I'm gonna say this, man. I've heard a lot about this car, and it's not good at all. This car, I'm just gonna say this out loud. I'm just gonna say this, this car not good at all. Not a good car, cause like you know what this car sort of like gives me like the kind it looks for. I mean, especially if you hear about the trim levels, right? Let me just see the trim level on this car. Like, what is it? Yeah, okay, it's called like what? The base is called SU7, and then like the upper trim is the middle trim is SU7 Max, and the highest trim is SU7 Ultra. Like, when I first heard of that, I'm just thinking like, yeah, it's a remote bomb. Like some of us jokes about it. Dude, I mean that's what I like say, like joke to my friends. So I mean that's sort of a thing like, you know, when I say like talking shit about China, this is the kind of say like I'm talking shit about. And I'm, you know, for this one I'm still stand by my point. Like I'm gonna say in person, right? At least just appearance wise, in person, the front actually looks decent. Like it looks decent from the front. The back though, holy shit, it's ugly. Yeah, this even feels like those cheap laptops, like you know what I'm talking about. I mean that's sort of the thing. It I mean just also the way like this car is also like the trim is named is like they name it like it's a phone. Because I mean no duh, Xiaomi makes phones, but I don't know man, it just also gives me the feeling where like you have a CEO, like it just feels like, yeah, imagine you're talking about chairman and this one of these Chinese even just murk you. Oh no! Which I mean, speaking of which, right? There are Chinese car on the roads in my like country now. I even know my former boss. His wife have a Chinese car, but we don't have a Xiaomi car here yet. And I'm just gonna say I don't trust it still. Cause yeah, money. Chinese just copy stuff. They don't care about sales. And and because even then, there's like a plenty of other Chinese cars I saw on the road, right? There's like what this called GAC. So, but there's actually this one that's like a little bit interesting. Yeah, Ion. So this car like Ion, right? I've seen a lot of these car over there, and like if I'm not wrong, right? The like we call like when we call our Uber, right? This is the car that actually shows up to us like most often. Maybe not this one. I think it's the older model that we see a lot. Yeah, that was a big boy blow, right? Oh man, my nose is stuffed, man, and maybe because I also had my air conditioning like on right now. But yeah, this thing, because at least when this comes to this kind of car, like other like Chinese car manufacturer like GAC, Cherry, and whatnot, right? Like I'm just gonna say, at least these companies they have experience in making cars, which I mean their cars might be, you know, I mean all things considered might be kinda ass. Also Trump Chi, I know this one Trump Chi because of Top Gear. But yeah, so I think it's called Trump Chi there. But at least these are the companies that they make cars for a long time. So at least the most they can do actually is make something that doesn't break down all the time. But this one I don't trust, especially the way you name the car. It just sort of says a lot about like the CEO, as well as like it just feels like it comes from a CEO who know nothing about car, but just want to make a car anyway. But enough about cars. Okay, maybe enough about cars. Let's talk about the drivers there, cause holy fuck, the drivers there, man. Wait, I remember when I when I told my like on our like after we fly home, right? I specifically told my sister like next time when you book a place, right? Book either you book somewhere near a landmark, like you know, like maybe here, like because at least for them, right? They said they thought this place is near to like this place Beijing Road, But it's actually not that near. Like you have to like walk quite a distance away. So, but for my family, like especially when we have a carrier, maybe we need to like call an Uber like every time. But holy shit, the drivers there! Like God, fucking morons! Like dude, holy shit! The people drive there like they just don't care at all. Who's on the road and who's sharing the road with. It's just like a free for all, like a battle royale. Like that's how horrible the drivers there are. And I remember specifically telling my sister, just next time you book a place, either you make sure like it's near to where we're staying, or like it's either like you book a place that's like near to like a major landmark, or at least it's near to a metro station. Because I swear to God, if I have to go back there and my place doesn't have like if my sister is like what making another like trip to China and that place doesn't have like a metro station, I'm just gonna say I'm not going anywhere. Like people here, like I'm turning like good luck everyone. Like holy fuck, these people drive. Can you? It's also just the way they drive, right? There's this thing called like staying in your own lane. In China, right? What I noticed is they do not stay in their own lane. And guess what? And you know what happens when you don't stay in your own lane? Bottleneck happens. Like, okay, I'm just gonna open like Paint. You open Paint here, right? So here you have like what, a car, right? So let's just say like the road is like this. So this is like okay, maybe I just need like a bigger. So imagine the road is like this, right? So this is like the road, and then maybe like from here there's like oncoming here, and then I'm just gonna use a different color. This is like an overpass, so it goes somewhere different. Now imagine, right? So these two are like the overpass. This is like the road that leads to like where we want to go. And okay, typically, right? If you know where you're going, or at least if you follow the GPS, right, it'll tell you to stay in a specific lane. Like it tells you to stay in a specific lane, so like the journey will be smoother. Like let's say you want to go here, right? Like if you drive, like as for me, right, like the way I do, and most people do anyway. If you know where you're going or you've listened to GPS, right, it tells you to like stay on like a specific lane, so which is this lane, right? So by the time you reach this place, right, like not to like take to this two lane because it actually takes you to somewhere else different. So you know to like stay on this lane, but in China they don't do that. They just like there's a car in front of them. You know what? Screw it. I'll just overtake. Everyone is overtaking everyone. And they don't stay in their fucking lane. So what happens in this case is, right, because no one stays in their fucking lane, so by the time like they're only like 1 or 2 miles, and then only they realize, oh wait, I can't take this lane. We have to go to here. But oh wait, but I'm like what? The car is already here. Like this is the car I'm in, imagine. And they have to go here. So what happened is that they just don't care. So what happened is this whole road just gets bottlenecked. And like legit, like you just see this kind of road like getting bottlenecked. It's just telling like no one stays in their lane, because this lane, again, I saw this in my own 2 eyes. This 2 lane is just empty because like let's just say no one wants to go here, everyone wants to go here, right? No one stays on their lane. You got this sort of bottleneck happens, and it just like what? And guess what? The cars behind, it causes a jam, everyone behind. Because, like, holy fuck, I can't stand it, man. And I remember when I got back home, which coincidentally my aunt is also like in KL at the time, so we just thought, okay, I'm just gonna buy a ticket where we're just gonna go home together, right? And I'm just telling like my experience to my aunt. I don't curse in front of my family at all. Like, I never curse in front of my family. That was the first time I ever just cursed in front of my aunt, which I don't do at all. Like, it just gets me, like, it just gets my blood boiling so much that I curse in front of my aunt, which I don't do. Like, yeah, holy fuck, man, holy fuck. Which also, by the way, this is taken on like the second day, because you guys just sort of see here, like, 2025, 10:31. But now the frustrating story is over, right? So I'm just gonna say, like, so first day again, we went to this place called Beijing Road, right? So okay, I think next view is gonna be like from my DSL camera. So okay, this is actually a place called like Top Toys, but I'm just gonna come back to this later. Um, so this is where Beijing Road is. So you just sort of look at this, like, you can say this, like, what is it? It's like part historical road, but I think a lot of these buildings also like been renovated and just make it new. Like, it's quite a contrast as well. Look, you look at this like building, like, it all looks so new and everything, right? So it's just sort of like a tourist. I think not really like a tourist place. It's more like a place where. Oh, okay. I think my best comparison, I think it's something along like what Shibuya, like crossing, where there's just a lot of people there. It's not exactly like, not exactly a tourist place to go, but it's the kind of place where it's just a lot of things to eat and a lot of things like for, like, it's just like a shopping district for like in that area. And yeah, so I actually got like a glimpse of here, like Top Toys. So my mom actually has sent another phone that actually has like a better look to it. I think not this one. Yeah, this one. So this is a place that I went to to like buy some stuff. Cause for me, right? Okay, for me, right? I really didn't want to go, but since I'm just sort of like, in a way, I'm forced to go there anyway. So for me, I just tell myself, okay, if I'm gonna go there, I have one thing that I want to buy in mind, which is this thing called blockies. So I think if you've seen someone past stream, right, you know that I actually like to build Gundams and stuff, right? If you, especially like the hand cam stream, you see me like build some Gundams. Blockies is like something like similar. So like, this is like blocking. It's actually like a line of model kit. So now they actually do blind boxes like this. Like, a lot of them is like a Transformers, which, by the way, these are licensed Transformers toys. So a lot of them, they are like blind boxes, but they actually have like separate line, which is like its own dedicated line of model kits. So which some of the example I got is, this is one of like one that I bought in Malaysia, but I thought but in Malaysia, right, this, okay, in my currency, this costs like somewhere around, oh man, so in ringgit this cost me like 70, like standard, right? I can get like one of these in like 70 or like 70 ringgit. But if you buy online, maybe, like for me, I'm using like this app called Shopee. You can get it for cheaper, but the lowest they can go is like 50 ringgit. Like just 50, 55 ringgit. Like, and you don't usually get any more lower than that. But I'll come back to that later. So I was just like, so when I go to China, that like the one thing I'm okay, you know what? If I'm gonna have to go there anyway, I'm just gonna be solely looking for this. So, cause for my sisters, like my family, they want to like go there to like just shop for new clothes for Chinese New Year. Like, I'm not interested in that really. I just bought a couple of like, I just bought 2 pair of pants, and that's really it. And most of them I didn't even like eat the street food like stuff. I'm just following them around. Cause my mind is already locked in. That I'm gonna look for like blockies like the Transformers toys like this one they call the classic class. Like specifically like the classic class Transformers. Now, when you think, right, a shopping district like what I'm just gonna call, I'll consider this like a shopping district, Beijing Road. It is a big place. But to my surprise, the block is there. It's all like the blind boxes and stuff. They don't sell, like, I didn't find any classic class there at all. Which, like, that's like one thing that I'm surprised of. And I actually even make a joke with my friend, right? So I think I was saying, right? So when I go to Japan, right, to buy Gundam, right? The funny thing I realize is, okay, you go to Japan, you buy Gundam, turns out it's cheaper to buy Gundam in Malaysia than buying Gundam in Japan. So now, in my case right now is, I go to China to look for blockies, but what the stupid thing is, it's easier to find blockies here in Malaysia than to find blockies in China. Like, what the fuck? Like, holy shit, dude. We have it so good in Malaysia, like, all of a sudden. Like, it's either the things that, like Gundams from Japan, but ironically it's cheaper here in Malaysia. Meanwhile, blockies, like, are from China, but ironically it's easier to find in Malaysia. Like, like, it makes no fucking sense. What's the fuck off bot? But yeah, so this is like the shopping district. I was like going there, and I think this is like just right behind me when I turn around. So this is like what I see, and I think either I'm turning around. Oh no. This is turning like from here, right? If you look at this picture, like let's look at it as a first person view, right? When you turn left, you see this because I recognize this building here. Like here you turn left and you see this part of the street here. It's just mostly like just like streets, like photo of like the streets I took because I mean, it is a nice looking place. Like all things considered, it is like a nice looking place. But this place, though, like holy shit, you just look at the trees and like the lantern, like it's just a really nicely decorated place. Yeah, some European tools which are imported through half the earth are cheaper and more available here in Europe. Right, Doge? Like he gets me. Holy shit, dude. Malaysia Boleh moment this one. And also, by the way, this is a lottery place. Like you buy lottery here, which unfortunately I didn't buy any lottery. But you can get it here. Also, by the way, you see a Miniso here. And okay, so this is one building, right? So when I saw this, right, I think I was just looking around and my mom just sort of like, it's like, hey son, hey boy, like look up there. It's like, what is it up there? Like, look up there. It's like, what? And I look up, I saw this. Like there's this little window and like we have two holes from there, right? And they actually have like, and it's just for like the dogs to poke their head out and to look at people. And you can see there's a third dog in here as well. And so this isn't actually some sort of attraction. This is not really an attraction. I think it's just like what I think it is, right? Maybe this is like a dog cafe that you can go to and you just sort of have these holes for just basically for the dog to look outside. But yeah, so there's a husky and I believe it is a Sammy. So, which, I mean, in my defense, typical human psychology we don't typically look up. But yeah, from here, right? I mean, it's just mostly like the photo of streets of taken. So, also, yeah, this is sort of like another funny thing, right? I was at a 7-Eleven, and I just saw like this kind of soda water, right? And let's just say I was reminded of a VTuber who really likes JoJo, and I just sort of saw this can and was like, hey, it's JoJo. It's a nice looking can, so I bought this kind of drink just for the can. By the way, this is a soda water, which is basically, I think they call it. I think over here they call it like carbonated water, which by literary definition is just carbonated water. So it just tastes like plain water, but it has like some fizzy carbonation like soda. Tastes kind of bad. I think it's just made for something like you mix with, I don't know, like beer, or at least it's something you mix with a beer or with like a Ribena, like fruit juice or something. This is what this is for. Which, by the way, I did drink this, and I brought the empty can home. I have it here, like right now, on my table. Let me just go like grab it to you. Oh, it's a little bit dented, yeah. I brought the can home, like it's an empty can. Like, I just brought it home because it's a nice looking can, you know. Like, admittedly, it's a nice looking can, so I'm just bringing it home, just as like, you know, sort of like an odd sort of decoration. But yeah, I brought it home. Now for this one, right? Yeah, this one is actually a different date now. Here, this is November. Yeah, from here on out, it's a November 1st. Yeah, hashtag quality souvenir. Yeah, an empty can. Or Malay, we like to call it as tin kosong, which basically, tin kosong is just in Malay. It just means like, it just basically just means something it's just all talk and, you know, like no action. Like all show no go. Like, you know, it's just full of like bullshit. Tin kosong. But I believe, yeah, this is a duck, I believe. So these are duck meat. We just sort of ate this in like a really nice place. I believe my mom has like a different picture. Okay, there's we didn't have. Okay, but let me just go back like few photos back. So I think I did show, right. So when we went there, right, we went separately, and my mom and my dad, they just sort of like walked around like on their own. And as for me, I actually went out to by myself. So I went to this place called Top Toy, which it's a little bit like, if you heard of Pop Mart, right? This is like a place that's similar to it, but I think it just emphasized more on selling like licensed anime figures compared to like Pop Mart, which is just all like blind box, like their labus and stuff. This one is more leaning towards the licensed anime figure. And by the way, this particular place, right, this Top Toy is the flagship store for, I think it is for like in Guangzhou. This is like the flagship store in Guangzhou. So there's like a lot of stuff in here. And one of the thing I saw, like, okay, so this is like sort of like a Chinese version of like their Lego set. So it's just like, yeah, a lot of like military vehicles. And this one, okay, it's Lego style. It's not actually Lego, but it's Lego styled. And I believe this is I think this is the amphibious, I know it's the amphibious ship or a helicopter carrier, which, okay, I'm just gonna call this out. This is likely not gonna work for these two. Like, these two, they're gonna need okay, because I don't see a ramp, at least in here, right? I don't see a ramp here. Oh, there's like no visible because as far as I know, this ship in real life doesn't have like catapult system, so this space is a little confusing. Either that or this like a new prototype model that's that's still in development, but they made it into a toy anyway. Yeah, next time we go to China, get a respirator. That cough sounds nasty. Oh boy. But yeah, so this is like the sort of like their own version of the Lego. And okay, there's like actually more here. So this is the, I believe it's, okay. I was about to say this is the J20, but it doesn't look like a J20 just based on the shape. But yeah, so there's like a couple of like another like more, this like a warship. Again, mostly like Lego style, but not like real Lego. And you can actually see more of them in the background here. And there's actually one for like astronauts and stuff. Like yeah, this is like how it looks like when it like fully built. So like this is like inside the top toy, like the store, which again I'm just sort of like that kind of guy where I just like to look at, I just like to look at toys. Cause hey, I have a hobby, right? Other than game, I have a hobby other than gaming, which yeah, also by the way, do not confuse this this is a J35. This is not an F35. This is a J35, Chinese version of the F35. And how do you know the tell between a J35 and F35? It's very easy. Is it compatible with real Lego? I mean, you could try. You could try. I didn't buy any of this at all. So okay. Okay. The J35. Yeah, again, very easy to tell. You just look at the back. So from the back, right? If it has two like engine, it's a J35. F35 only has one engine at the back. But yeah, and again, yeah, this is even better. Like yeah, J35 two engines, F35 one engine. Boom, done. Yeah, grow man, as you don't need excuse to play games. Yeah. But and then okay, not this one. Yeah, and then there's actually like multiple floors to this, and this one though, like these are the legit stuff. These are properly like collector items because these things like I think you can even see the price here. I think these are model kits, right? I'm not sure if this is like a 3-in-1 or there's like one where you have option of like to outfit like 3 different style. I'm not too sure, but this one is actually by a company called MacLeod. It's actually by a company that I call like yeah, this is what it is. MacLeod, and I believe that particular figure is like the one on display, right? Which is this one, right? I'm not sure what is it called, but I will say I actually thought of like getting one of these, cause like it just looks good. Like it looks really good. Unfortunately though, but you can also see from the price here. Okay, this is in like Chinese currency yuan. It's a 999, which how much is that in MYR? That's roughly about 600. Near almost 600. One of these. And it applies to all of these figures as well. Like these are all like the high end, like real good stuff, high end figure. So it's all like in the range of 600 in ringgit. And this is the one, another figure that I saw. Oh, so I'm just gonna say, I didn't plan to get like any of these. I didn't plan to get these, but I got it anyway. So this one is like 218, which over here, right? It costs about 128 ringgit over here. Which, all things considered, that's a damn good deal. Like 128 here, because now technically you can buy these in Malaysia, but also another thing, right? These are the special edition when it comes to the extra parts and like a different skin tone. That special edition, I got it. That shit, I think that if you buy it here, right, I think it goes up to 200. I got it for like over there, converted to here is 130, just 130. So it's a damn good deal, I'm telling you. Like this day. So yeah, I got one of these. So and that's that, and I'm just also looking like around more. So this one oddly, man, like holy shit, this thing. Like how far they've come, right? So if you do not know, right, Oddly is actually a bootleg company that make like a knockoff toys. I think it's called like I think Race Tin or Crush Gear. Like, yeah, they used to make these. Holy shit, man, this just brings back memories. Like, yeah, Oddly, they used to make one of these, and I think just sort of like, yeah, it's just like knockoff versions of like these toys. So, by the way, these are knockoffs. So the original one, I think, is by Tamiya. Yeah, I think original is like Tamiya. So originally it's called a Crush Gear, which, yeah, it's from Bandai, but they used to make like a knockoff version of it called, I don't know, whatever they call, but I remember the original is called Crush Gear. This is where it started from. Now, this is like official licensed Transformers toys. Like how far they have come, man. I didn't get any of these, by the way. And I'm not too sure what it is on the inside. I mean, I just saw this box and I just thought, hey, cool, Transformers. I'm just gonna take a picture of it. And yeah, so that's sort of like the first day. And now the second day, we just sort of had this like eating in this like really nice place. They actually like serve duck. So by the way, my sister paid for it, which I think indirectly also means my brother-in-law paid for it. So as far as how much we've spent in this place, I did not dare to ask at all. And I do not want to know. For me, all I just know it is like, you know, I had a like 8 and I'm full. That's it. I don't want to question much. So these are the street. Okay, we're still in Guangzhou. I don't know what this place is called. So these are like the streets there. I think we're supposed to look for clothes here, but I think we just I'm just gonna say, long story short, we just found a lot of nothing. And like, yeah, this is how the street looks, which again, I just like the vibes of it. It is like a proper, like what, an old, I like to call this like an old town road. Duck, yum, yes, duck. Yeah, my throat still hurts a little bit. Yeah, let me just grab another lozenges. So this is like a street. So I actually capture this like a temple. But most of my photo is just like street photos of like the streets, and you can actually sort of see like the contrast here, right? Old Town Road. There's even like sort of like a rickshaw here, which, but I saw like actual rickshaw, like human pull rickshaw there, but I just never thought of like getting a photo there, but I did saw it there. And meanwhile, you have here like what, like really like modern cars. Like, you know, I think this yeah, it's a Volkswagen. And I think it is like another like Chinese car, like really like high-end cars. And this is like another view to the street, which is okay. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you that this is another thing that like literally just these buildings, right? You see like these buildings here. So behind me, right? Like you see like this like little like old looking place, right? And then there's this little like hole here, this little like cubby here just hidden inside. You walked in, which by the way, these are my families. This is my mom and these are my two sisters. Now they actually still have plenty of photos, but it actually shows my family there, and I prefer not to show my family on the stream. But yeah, so you went through here, right? And this is like what you saw. Like this place. Which by the way, there's also like a pop mart here. Like you got to this like newer looking street. So there's like a mall here. Okay, I'm trying to take a photo of like this tree and stuff, but it's just like so many people walking, so I just like give up somewhere along the way. But so you just have this like hidden, it's almost like a hidden looking gem of a place that only locals know, but again, there's still like a lot of people here as well. And like here, okay, there is actually a lot more forests. There's actually a few forests that's actually by the river, but okay, those forests actually have my sister and my nephew there again, which I prefer not to show it online, on stream. So jump to nighttime, right? Back to Beijing Road again. This is the place I was greeted with. Which also just wanna show something. Yeah, so this is where like we were eating there. Like this place that I think its specialty is served again, I'll show it to you later. But there's actually like this big temple, which again I have a few photos, but again, this tree not doing justice. And you can just see from here like how crowded it is, so it's just hard to get like a good angle to it. But this is the best I can get. Of like this place. Yeah, back to the streets is just like more like nightlife here. Yeah, you can see the nightlife here. And I think my sister said she want to like look for like some stuff for nephew, right? Now, this is one thing that I found strange. Did you see what is this? It's Winnie the Pooh figurines. And I was just confused, like, wait. I thought in China, you can't, like, literally Winnie the Pooh is banned in China. Like, last I heard. And then you just saw this for sale there. And I was literally just questioning myself, I was like, wait, am I in the wrong place? Wait, am I still in China? Like, what is this? Why is there Winnie the Pooh merch here? Like, I don't know, but I think maybe just it's just sort of like an overreaction where I think it's just not actually banned in China, like Winnie the Pooh. I think it's just sort of like an over exaggeration. I don't think it's a ban. I think it's just over exaggeration of like thing here, because which by the way, so the whole thing about like Winnie the Pooh in China, right, is someone just make a joke where you know, Winnie the Pooh looks like a president of China. That's really it. And I think it's just sort of like there's like an overreaction within the government, not from the president himself. Like, I think he probably doesn't even care anyway, but I think it's just sort of like an overreaction from like the censorship board, and then just sort of like get to like becomes like a huge like issue about like, you know, we need to put in China, because there's actually also another story where Nintendo was about to make like their own like Winnie the Pooh figures, but I think there's just something happened there, right? For that particular figure, right? Winnie the Pooh Nintendo is exclusively made in Japan only, because they have like a factory in China which you can actually buy like get like a figurines there. So, but some of them like they're still making it, but for Winnie the Pooh, it's just like Japan exclusive, like made in Japan only. So that's why I'm just sort of like, when I was there, I saw this like, wait a minute, why are these here? But yeah, so okay, I'm just so like another thing, right? I believe, oh yeah, I think I didn't download it. I didn't show it to my friend, but okay, let me just find it, right? So as for my dinner, right? I'm just gonna dig it up in like my other group. So what is it? Yeah, here. So for dinner, right? We have these. By the way, this is, I think, what is called a squab, which is I think it's domesticated, which is a domesticated pigeon. So in a way, like we are eating pigeon here, like for dinner. And these are shots of like, okay, these aren't like actually like shots of alcohol. Like these are like just orange lemon juice. Yeah, it's not Peking duck. It's squab, which I'm gonna find a picture here. Which I think is something like this. Like yeah. Again, like I said, it's basically a domesticated pigeon, but although his actually look a bit smaller, but yeah, this one is actually a lot bigger. Like this squab here. So there's actually two different styles. This one like a whole roasted, and then there's this one like in pieces. Yeah, cough getting worse. So time to see a witch doctor. No, I'm good, man. I just need to go get like a flu medicine from a KK. That's really it. And so, okay, now we came to like day, like, so okay, so these are from like the third day. So like the flight is first day, from here to here is like my second day. So this is the third day. And now from here on, this is the fourth day. So now the little story here, right? So I'm just gonna like bring up another picture here. Okay, like I say, these road will come into play later, right? So I think I'll be done. I'm just gonna talk about this like a little bit more. So this place, right? I think if you cross the street here to over here, right? So like again, I think I was saying, right? When I was going to China, I only have one thing in mind, which is blockies. Like I'm going there. All I want is just like, I just want blockies and nothing else. So on day 3, right? So there's actually a period from like between like this place here to like from this place going back to here. There's actually another period in between where we actually went back to the hotel first, and my mom went out like on foot to just sort of like look around like the place. And basically this entire street, right, is actually like a whole like area, like a wholesale area. the entire streets are wholesale like doing like a wholesale of dried seafood. And so one of the thing that we saw, right, is these dried starfish. I'm gonna say I've never eaten a starfish before, and I have no idea what what dishes is applicable with these, but it's there. So there's like dried starfish. So we're just walking along the streets in here, right? Like it's just like an entire area of like a wholesale dried seafood. So like yeah, this is what like the whole like the place looks like. Here. So you walk more, right? Like you can just see like more like seafood here. I think these are like I think these are oysters, sort of like. I think it's like some sort of oyster. Like the oyster that's already like taken out of it. Like, dude, they eat grasshopper and you question seafood. I mean, yeah, but still, how do you cook this? Like, what do you use it for? So, yeah, and then there's like here. So this is like outside the street, right? Again, this is just like, again, this is just right over here, this area. So these are the street, right? Again, like this is what I said. Like this, like these sort of like street buildings, it tells like its own story. And for me, the story here, like you have like people that's like far away from like the big city, like far away from the glamour, like the shiny lights and like the neon lights. I mean, it's already dried in smoke, right? I don't know. I didn't even touch it. I just saw it and I took a photo of it. And yeah, like from here, you just saw, look at all these bikes. Like, you just see, like, it's just, again, these are just streets of like people just making an honest living here. I mean, although to be fair, these are like quite exotic stuff, all things considered. So these are the fish. Now, I'm not too sure what are these, but I believe this is salted fish. And this is like some really huge salted fish. Like these are like what, at least not gaster of what's up, it's me. See oh, Siaban, is that you? I remember a C like Siaban. Is it you? Like you changed your name to not gaster out. Is it? Yeah, total eat damn raw. Like holy shit. Oh, hey, welcome back, dude. Like welcome back. So, yeah, right now I'm just talking about here like my trip, like my return trip, like my trip to my family trip, which here it's actually just revealed that I went to Guangzhou with my family in China. Oh, you changed it for Halloween, but you haven't changed it back here yet. Okay, I see. Now, but yeah, I believe it. Now, my mom said this isn't salted fish, but at least for me, it smells like it's salted fish. So I'm still not too sure. Like, it looks like it, but my mom said it's not. So I'm still don't know what is it like this. These are dried, like I know. It's at least dried and salted, like partially. And okay, oh boy, this one though. This is gonna be controversial. This is gonna be controversial. So now I'm not sure what are these. And at least according to locals, right? You had no sleep but a 30-minute nap. Also, the trip sound nice. I mean, it's a trip that I did not agree on. That I would just went there anyway because, like, for my family, they want to like shop for like wholesale clothes, while for me, I just want to look for like blockies, which I will get there. Like like speaking of blockies, right? On this one. Yeah, I was looking for like something like this, like a blocky transforms, like the classic class, right? So like now I actually add like this street here that's like a entire street all of like oh whale big. Worse. Again, at least according to them, right? These are shark skin. Like I said, this is controversial. Again, at least according to locals, they say these are shark skin. So I'm just gonna like take them for their word, but still, holy shit. I thought sharks are banned. Like, you can't eat shark. Like, insert man only want one thing and it's disgusting. Yeah, pretty much. Actually, I think at the end I'll just show you like what I got from my trip. So yeah. Okay, I think this is something that's like, I think at least it's like similar to what I think it is, because these are dried and it actually has like a smell to it, which I'm not too sure if the smell comes from this thing here or it comes from something else, but there is actually something that reminds me of like another like kind of yeah, sharks here. Like another type of food, right? It's called yeah, it reminded me with one of these. So like this thing called hair curl. Okay, I'm not sure where is it from. Yeah, it's fermented shark. Like it's Iceland. It's from like Iceland. It reminded me of this, so I'm thinking it could be something like similar. But okay, at least here, right? All things considered, hair curl is actually considered one of like the most disgusting food in the world. But I don't know like what's the legality of this. And I'm pretty sure like a greater shark is actually quite endangered. It's very critically endangered, if I'm not wrong. Like, it's vulnerable. Okay, it's not critically endangered, but it's actually considered like vulnerable or yeah, sleeper shark. But yeah, here they say these are shark skin, which again, it's very controversial. I really do not agree with eating like any sort of shark at all, but holy shit, dude. They just put this out in the open. And also this thing. Cause okay, this one I'm not too sure what is it called, like here. My mom said, okay, this one have to play with like a little bit of local language here. So I think, okay, I believe it's grouper. I believe it's grouper. So I mean, in Chinese we call it sekpan. So sometimes Malay they also call it sekpan. But I don't know what is it in English. So I'm just gonna say it like, what is it? I just need to like look at like do a little bit of research. I'm not sure what is it called. Like I think it's a grouper, but I'm not too sure what is it. Oh, so this is what it's called, pomfret. I know it is what I know in Malay we call it ikan bawal. I don't know what I only know now it's called a pomfret. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, I think here Malay I just call it ikan bawal. So what is it called? Oh yeah, it is grouper. It is a grouper. So yeah, this is a grouper skin. Again, you look at the wall. You look at the chair. You look at the wall. Like you can even see like the head here, like. Like holy shit, this thing got really big. Like, where is it? It's like, holy shit, this thing is like skin, like, But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a grouper. But yeah, again, I think you can just see how big they can grow, right? So yeah, Goliath grouper. So I think this is one of those, like a Goliath grouper, which I've never seen one up close. So this is like closest one I can. This is closest I can get to like see one. I mean, it's just a skin, but damn, like look at how big it is. Although this is just outside, and there's like a Tesla here. It's just a contrast. You have like this old looking building, and you just have like this modern car here. And okay, this one, this one really got me stumped. Like, I don't know what are these. So then I asked my friend, right? He actually like so I know a guy, he actually does like quite a lot of fishing, and so he knows about like fishes, like a little bit more about fish. So I actually asked him like what are these? So I'm not sure if you guys know, but at least according to he said he thinks it's like a this looks like some sort of like needlefish. I think it is. I think it is a needlefish. It's like houndfish? But these are like super tiny, but I think these are needlefish. I mean, it almost looks like it, but it looks a bit more like snake-like. This one actually looks a bit more like fish-like. I mean, you can see like the fins and the tail and everything, right? Like yeah, here. But here I only see the similarity in the head, but not like the back. Like the body is the tail. Yeah, the tail just like sort of ends up like, you know, it's like a bit of like an eel, like a bit more eel-like. So I'm not sure what are these. But they sell this like by like the bundle, like you can see like the rubber bands here. And yeah, here's like another like grouper skin. And I believe like hanging behind here, right? Again, it's quite big, it's quite long as well, but I'm pretty sure these are the sperm sac from like the fish. I'm not sure what fish it is from. Could be from the same grouper as this. But yeah, these are, I think at least according to my mom, it's like these are like the skin, the sperm sac, or some sort. Like what is it? Like, I mean, it looks similar. Yeah, Shirako, but maybe it is. Maybe it is. But yeah, now here, right? We cross to this place, right? Like over here. And then you see this place. From here, right? You go to here. Now you have an entire street of wholesale toys. So this like again, okay, this is like across the street. These are like mostly like, yeah, you can see like Chinese New Year decoration here. There's like, yeah, some toys here, you know, decorations here. But yeah, you have an entire street of like toys, wholesale toys. Yeah, that very specific knowledge really gives the opportunity for your mama job, but I do not wish to be banned. Crunchy. But yeah, you have like this place here, right? So I took this with like my photo. Okay, you can see from here, right? This is a Gundam store here. And then we get inside here. And guess what? At long last, from here, I found my block keys. Yeah, so I'm using like more and... Okay, I think as far as like the toy street goes, like we only go... Okay, this is like across the street, which I didn't get a chance to go here to to look like for more. I only get like 2 blockies. And which is unfortunate. I was going there, I was expecting to buy a lot, but I only saw 2 that I like. And there's just 1 more left that I couldn't find at all. And I believe I might be able to find them. Like the last one that I want like here, but this is like it's near afternoon when I was here, right? And my mom said, okay, we need to go back to the hotel. We need to group up with like, your sister, and we are ready to go out for the day. So we went out, right? So we went out to this place for lunch. It's again, I'm not sure where, but it's actually another one of those like this little place where it's one of those like back alleys, and again, it's okay, I don't want to say what place it reminds me of, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. It looks like an old town area. Like it reminds you of like this old town area. So these are like the place, and yeah, just like in this specific like back alley, right? We're eating. I think it's some sort of like we have like noodles here. So this is like the photos that I've taken. So this is inside the place, right? So, okay, this photo is from my mom's. Oh, okay, that's for later. This is what we have. Like this, we have this meal. Pretty decent. These are like noodles, sort of like. These are braised pork, which, oh yeah, if you're Malaysian, if you also YouTube chat a bit quiet. Which, but then it's okay though. It's okay though. Like it's okay though, because right now Twitch is the one that's actually like getting me like getting me the bag. But yeah, right, it looks good, right? So it's like a fried wonton. These are like in okay, this one is actually a little bit more like standard. These are like what? Wonton with some lard. Wonton and lard. So yeah, a lot of pork here. So this is, yeah, this picture I'm gonna say is very haram. It's full of pigs. Also, by the way, my bag is here. Yeah, fat is getting hungry. But yeah, I think this is a braised pork, and these are, I think it's also like braised pork pieces. These are chicken like feet. Yeah, like look at this, man. Okay, this and then this like the last day we actually also like street food. Some street food. I didn't eat any of those at all. Yeah, here it is. I think here is the place that we have like our hot pot on like on the first day for dinner. And yeah, I think that's sort of it. So, and at night time, right, when I did get out, right, so inside here we actually have like this stuff here. Like, okay, I believe these are like a flour meal that you like manually like grind like the rice into flour. I believe these are like I think it's a flour meal. I don't know what exactly it does. I'm just guessing. And alright, Turtle Cam, are you still here? You still here? Look at this. That's a pond inside for like turtles. Okay, there's more than one. There's like 3 of them I saw. So there's only 2 of them here, but I saw like it's like 3 of them. I think this like the other one here. Yeah, turtle. Like yeah, it's a turtle pond inside. Hey, turtles. So okay, this is like nighttime. So it is just like some random like a crab I have with my sister. So this is what my sister got, strawberry crab, or you could say this is berry crab. My sister got herself a berry crab, and this is what I got, like a brulee crab. So by the way, It doesn't look like it, but there's mangoes inside, like buried inside here. There's mangoes. Because I like mangoes, like a lot. And so yeah, this is my flight home. This is my flight home. This Guangzhou. I think this one like Bayun Airport, which I'm gonna say very quiet airport. Yeah, but we're almost done now. So yeah, this is like when we're arriving to like back to KL. This is like the view that I got. Like just look at the sunset, man. And this is what I got. So I think I did mention it earlier, right? Where is it? Like the figure I got, right? Yeah, like I said, I got one of these. I bought this, right? So yeah, this is the box, and I'm telling you, man, this box is so huge. I brought a backpack with me, like over there, right? Like with my clothes in it. So, but this box is so huge. Again, we have like what? Like there's like 5 of us. We have 5 suitcases, like one for each one of us. So, but because this box is like so huge, right? Okay, almost like one for each one of us. I have a backpack, and one of my sister has like 2 suitcases for herself, because she has like 1 suitcase just for her stuff and another suitcase just dedicated for my nephew. So technically there's 6 of us, 5 suitcases. So I'm the only one who doesn't have a suitcase. Like all my clothes, I just stuff it inside like a backpack. You know, that's just how efficient I am. This box is so huge, it takes up my entire backpack. Like just this box alone is my entire backpack. So I got nowhere to put my clothes. I just asked my mom, I was like, hey mom, can I just put my clothes in your suitcase? Because this box is just too damn huge. And yeah, this is a special edition where you actually get like a blue skin. So, and yes, it's hard. But here though, I'm gonna say these 2 are the main stuff because, again, I think I mentioned, right? Yeah, storage well spent. Okay, I did mention, right? One of these blockies, right? Where is it? Like one of these blockies here, right? Yeah, you can see here 69.90 like ringgit. So these are like the standard price. So one of these, right? If you buy here in Malaysia, it costs 70 ringgit. But if you buy it in, let's say, like online through Shopee, right? You get it like a little bit cheaper, but at lowest they can go like just 50 ringgit. But just for the sake of argument, standard, right? Standard retail, 70 bucks. Yeah, meanwhile, I was like, yeah, this one's 30 pounds. Like, holy shit. Yeah, cause like, yeah, holy shit, look at this, right? Yeah, 110. Like, this standard price, 110. Okay, I'm not sure what's for this. Okay, this is definitely not this one. It's definitely not for this one. This one is actually for the Megatroners. But yeah, 110 each, right? This one I buy from there, right? From China. This one here 70 ringgit. In China 40 bucks. Like, dude, this is a fucking deal, man. And this one, the Jetwing Optimus Prime, 110 over here, over there 70. Like, dude. Again, all these 3, a fucking steal, man. A fucking steal. All things considered. Meanwhile, this one is actually considered an impulse buy because I just saw like, oh yeah, the girl looks hot, and I didn't plan to buy it, but then my sister just said, hey, if you like it, just get it, okay? If you like it, just get it. If you like it, just get it. And okay, fine, I'll get it then. But yeah, holy shit, 128. I got it over here. I got it over in China. Here in Malaysia, this thing gonna cost like what? This thing costs somewhere around 200, up to 200. And again, because this is like a special edition, so I think roughly, right, even if you get Shopee, you still have to pay like what? 170, 169 for it. So yeah, 128, quite a steal. Now there's actually one more that I wanted to get, which is like one of these. I actually wanted to get one of these, but unfortunately, when I actually get to like the wholesale area, right, it's already sold out. And now, and I think I was a bit too early because there's actually a whole bunch of new one that they just announced. So there's like Evangelion one, and then there's this one, like the Hasune Miku one, which I really wanted one of these, like this Hasune Miku one. But I think when I went, it actually hasn't released yet. Like I think this one only just announced. It haven't released yet. I think it's only like still in pre-order. And there's also like a whole bunch of Ultraman one. Okay, these are the blind box one, but I'm talking about like, yeah, something like these. They don't have it there. Like to my surprise. I don't sell like okay, I did saw this there, but I didn't like really buy it because it's not like the one that I want. And this one. Oh, this is already released. My friend had one of these, but again, I didn't see it there. Okay, I also want like one of these because this one actually gives you like a real cloth, for cape. So it's like so it's like really neat, but yeah, unfortunately I went there like they didn't have it there. So that's why like I just sort of joke, right? Like dude, like dude, you go to Japan to buy Gundam, right? It's cheaper in Malaysia. You go to Japan to find blockies, it's easier to find in Malaysia. Like that's like the kind of like logic I'm talking about. like ironically, it's just easier to find like blockies in Malaysia. So let me just see like yeah, I wanted like one of these. The official outfit. No, that's it. I actually did saw like another one. I didn't take photos of it. Yeah, I actually did saw this one like over there, but again, this one is actually just not something that I'm interested in. So I didn't. So I ended up not buying like any of these at all. But there is there, and again, 70 ringgit. Like it's super good deal. Super good deal. Like over there. So yeah. So yeah, that's that. There is that. So I'm just gonna end it on this screen here. So yeah, that's like that's my return stream. My return stream for my vacation, which I'm gonna say I'm a little bit nervous because I'm just sort of fearing that 1 week without streaming, it actually is gonna affect me. I mean, especially due to lack of engagement. Now, I did try a little bit to upload, like schedule a couple of uploads over on YouTube, but it's just Twitch that I'm most concerned about. But seeing you guys here actually just sort of like it makes me a bit relieved. So yeah. Now that I'm back back home, I spent okay, technically right. My flight home was on Monday and I got home on Tuesday. I just took like these 3 days off, right? Because I already have like two more like video schedules, so I'm just gonna like just let off a bit. Plus, I got home like it's been a week. There's no one, no one's been in this home for a week, right? So I just thought, yeah, this place is full of dust. So that's what I did. Like that's how I spent like the last 2 days. I'm just spending on like just cleaning up the house. And also I brought a friend over to just like to just binge a movie on Amazon Prime on my TV. It's okay, he can wipe the boogers with all the bags he get from Twitch, real aristocrat style. But yeah, still, I still want to like, if possible, I still hopefully I can get to like um what is it? I mean, I'm still hopefully I can get to like at least 300 subscribers on YouTube. Again, that offer still stands. If I get 300 subs on YouTube, I'm throwing a Gundam off my roof. I'm still gonna do that, but yeah, right now the growth is a little bit slowed down. Especially like I've been sort of like disappeared for like a week, so I only have like my uploads to go with. But yeah. So that's my little return stream. So tomorrow, again, supposedly I should be playing Warframe tonight, but again, I just want to like make it like a chatting stream for as like my return stream. Just to like get things up to I mean, in a way, it's like my way of like trying to get back in like the streaming, like the mindset, because I 1 week without streaming, and also like not really like content minded, because I thought of doing a vlog over in China, but I just sort of forgotten about it. I just went there and I just went there and then I'm just vibing like all week. So yeah, so I didn't get like any like video footage. All I have is just pictures, and I just talk about it like from my like personal experience. Like I can just tell like a little bit on what like this photo when it leads to. So yeah, that's my return stream. So now again, supposedly tonight again, like I say, it should be a Warframe stream tonight, but I again want to make it my return stream to be like just chat. I just want to talk about a vacation, just to get it off my chest. And with that said, now that it's done, Warframe stream is coming back tomorrow. And of course, Sunday stream is your usual art stream. So yeah, it's oh yeah, since October is already over, right? Sunday stream will return to being like an art stream, like from now on. So you're gonna get like 2 days worth of art stream. It will be a Tuesday and Sunday. Now I did finish the main campaign of Daemon X Machina on like my last Monday stream. Yeah, I tried to help Jake erase 80% of the map. Which, speaking of which, there actually is some materials I need to get in Warframe. So you know what? If you want to join in and just give me a hand, I'd appreciate it. I'm just gonna stand there and I'm just gonna stand there and eat popcorn while you guys just just while you guys just there and I don't know, do whatever you do, and of course protect me from you know who. I'm not gonna explicitly say it, but you know who I'm talking about. So yeah, that's that. So you know what? Properly now. Thank you guys so much for just once again. Welcome back, you guys. Just welcome back to my stream. Like, for maybe it's my return stream, but most looking forward. I'm just wishing that maybe I can see some of you guys here, and you guys are here, and you really make me smile because of that. Like, I'm just like so like worrying like over that for quite a bit, and you guys didn't disappoint. So yeah, so that's also like partially a welcome back to me. You know, maybe for you is you're welcoming me back, but for me, I'm welcoming you guys back because it's been a week. Like I almost like forgot how to stream as well. Like my stream myself, I have to like sort of like restart it, like jump start it, like, you know, just sort of like give like my mind a warm up to get back into like the streaming again. So yeah, and you guys really helped me like out with that. So you know what, with that said properly now. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I really saw the YouTube notification on your screen. I was like, yes! Oh man, Shark, you. Oh, you. My man. So, yeah. Again, once again, I love you guys. I really appreciate you guys. So, yeah. With that said, properly now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. And we are back to Warframe. Oh, let's fucking go. Second dream as well. Like, yeah, I'm just stopped at second dream. I just need to find like that drone. At least like, you know, like they were saying like you need to find like a certain drone in Uranus to start the second dream. So that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow, as well as just do like a bit of farming to at least like build out my Necros Prime. Like I I've unlocked like the maps I needed to gather the material for my Necros Prime. I just don't have the material for it yet. So that's what we're gonna do tomorrow night. So yeah. So yeah, 99 Chuck. So good night everyone. Once again, thank you guys so much for coming back. I'll see you when I see you.